The art of magic has dazzled people all over the world for centuries. At first thought to be actual mystical powers, in recent times magic has been revealed as more deception and illusion. We've researched and reviewed many of history's greatest masters. Taking into account skills, legacy, and public popularity, here are the top 10 magicians of all time. Are you ready? It's time to enter the Zen zone. At number 10. Valentino, the Masked Magician. Back in the late 1990s, Fox Television aired the show named Breaking the Magician's Code. Magic's biggest secrets finally revealed to resounding applause. The program employed a mysterious masked figure to reveal dozens of tricks, but why the anonymity? Back then, the attitude towards magic was a bit different, and performers were hesitant to reveal the secrets behind their tricks, fearing other magicians would cry foul at ruining their livelihoods. However, Valentino eventually unmasked himself on camera and proudly stated that understanding a trick doesn't diminish our interest in it, but allows us to better appreciate the efforts that magicians dedicate towards their craft. Valentino explained that exposing older tricks also paves the way for magicians to innovate and evolve. Although he often dons his intimidating black costume even after his big reveal, don't be fooled, the masked magician carries a big heart. At number 9. James Randi. James Randi's many years in the field have offered him exceptional knowledge of the wizardry and magic. Beginning as a stage performer, Randi specialized in escapes, even besting some of Houdini's records for escape times or duration periods, but always humbly admitting that he had the advantage of youth compared to his predecessor. Beyond his acts, the magic community owes a great debt to Randi for his contribution to our understanding of magic. Skeptical of paranormal claims, Randi's James Randi Educational Foundation offered $1 million to anyone who could 100% prove that they possess otherworldly powers under controlled scientific conditions. Although many frauds attempted to cash in, Randi's group exposed their tricks, and he helped us realize the beauty of magic lies in its skill, execution, and not imaginary superhuman abilities. At number 8. David Blaine. David Blaine is a street magician who has become known for endurance stunts and elaborate performances. Blaine has mystified audiences with a variety of world records, dangerous stunts, and has even caught bullets fired from a .22 rifle in his teeth. He made a name for himself at celebrity functions by doing magic tricks for famous people, such as Mike Tyson, Al Pacino, and David Geffen. In 1999, Blaine performed his first endurance stunt, submerging himself in 4,000 pounds of water for over 1 week. In 2000, he followed that with Frozen in Time, in which he was frozen into a block of ice for 72 hours. 2 years later, he stood on a 100-foot pillar for 35 hours in vertigo. In 2003, Blaine lived in a glass box suspended by the River Thames in London for 44 days, without food. The stunt gained worldwide media coverage, and thousands gathered at the site near Tower Bridge to witness his highly anticipated release. Blaine has undoubtedly mastered several impressive illusions and tricks, and more than likely will create many other impressive feats in the future that will amaze and capture the imagination of millions of people around the world. At number 7. Lance Burton. Having performed over 15,000 shows for 5 million people in the magical capital of the world, Las Vegas, Burton is currently enjoying a well-deserved retirement. A dedicated stage performer, Burton preferred amazing live audiences over recording televised programs, but nonetheless has appeared in a variety of TV specials. Even more impressive, he was twice voted the Magician of the Year by the Academy of Magical Arts and was the youngest person ever to win the grand prize in Switzerland's International Fédération Internationale des Sociétés Magiques competition. Because of his impressive resume of escapes and deceptions, Las Vegas contracted him for a then record-breaking 13 years, and his routines were often considered the best family act in town for years. At number 6. Shin Lim. Shin Lim is a Canadian-American magician perhaps most famous for his impressive appearance on Penn and Teller, Fool Us. Shin Lim is the 2015 World FISM Champion for close-up card magic and is the only person in the world to win America's Got Talent 2 times. Lim's brand of illusion involves atmospheric sets, elegant music, and perfected sleight-of-hand tricks that have crafted arguably some of the most stunning magic tricks ever seen on television. Lim admits that he is actually not a magician, and has no intention of lying to the audience. He performs carefully self-choreographed routines rather than pretending to have magical powers. His mind-boggling finger moves are so masterful, that the audience is left to wonder what if what their eyes have seen is truly possible. He is self-taught, having learned most of his skills from watching YouTube videos on which he has since shared some of his techniques. His inspiration story about overcoming severed tendons in his hand showcases his incredible passion, willpower and determination to entertain millions and achieve his lifelong dream of being one of the best in the world at what he loves. At number 5. David Devant. Born back in 1868, David Devant demonstrated just how cool, calm, and collected magicians should be. Having heavily influenced the history of stage performers, Devant was noted for the wit, charm, and humility contained within his impressive platform magic. He also revealed the secrets to many of his techniques in an autobiography, a rarity at the time that helped teach many ambitious up-and-coming magicians the craft. Speaking of which, when confronted by a boastful young magician claiming to know hundreds of tricks, Devant refused to take the bait, artfully replying he only knew a few dozen, but knew them very well. At number 4. Apollo Robbins. A specialist of pickpocketing, misdirection, and psychology, Apollo Robbins often calls himself the gentleman thief. In fact, he initially gained notoriety by pilfering various items from former President Jimmy Carter's Secret Service agents and of course returning them, inspiring law enforcement agencies to contact him and ask to help them train against actual thievery. For his specialized brand of magic, and his ability to radiate confidence but not arrogance, Apollo is considered to be one of the most popular magicians on our list. At number 3. David Copperfield. Magic sure seems to attract many Davids, although this one adopted his stage name from the Charles Dickens novel of the same title. With his elegant and varied illusions, ranging from card tricks to classic interpretations of a woman being sawed in half, Copperfield quickly became the world's most financially successful magician. A master performer and storyteller, Copperfield has earned nearly a dozen Guinness World Records, collected 21 Emmy Awards through his television specials and grossed over $4 billion more than any other solo performer ever. Although Copperfield has performed remarkable card tricks, he's perhaps best known for his large-scale illusions such as escaping from Alcatraz, making an airplane vanish, and amazingly making the Statue of Liberty disappear live on national television. At number 2. Penn and Teller. Occupying this spot on the list because they almost always work as a pair, Penn and Teller has carved out a very unique place in magic's history. With their perfectly rehearsed comedic acts, where Penn's loudmouth attitude contrasts Teller's silence, the pair often reveals segments of their tricks, allowing the audience to believe their secrets have been uncovered, only to astound them with a new surprise. Their humor belies the genius sleight of hand and ingenuity the pair possesses, compounding our entertainment by perfecting both comedy and magic. At number 1. Harry Houdini. Harry Houdini's grand illusions and daring, spectacular escape acts made him one of the most famous magicians of all time. Best known for his thrilling escapes, Harry Houdini's feats would often involve the local police, who would strip search him, place him in shackles and lock him in their jails. Houdini would leave the people in suspense and amazement as he quietly snuck into the audience only to reveal himself after several tense minutes. The show was a huge sensation, and he soon became the highest-paid performer in American vaudeville in the early 20th century. Houdini constantly upped the ante from handcuffs and straitjackets to locked, water-filled tanks and nailed packing crates. In 1912, his act reached its pinnacle, the Chinese water torture cell, which would be the hallmark of his career. In it, Houdini was suspended by his feet and lowered upside down in a locked glass cabinet filled with water, requiring him to hold his breath for more than 3 minutes to escape. The performance was so daring and such a crowd pleaser that it remained in his act until his death in 1926. These are our top 10 picks. What do you think? Did we miss any of your favorites? Any top 10 list you'd like to see? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoy this kind of content, do me a favor and like the video, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to stay tuned for our latest videos. It really helps us spread the Zen and grow the channel. If you like what we do here at Top 10 Zen, or you like cool clothing and gear, you should check out top10zen.store on a regular basis to see what new stuff just dropped. We have really awesome gear, shirts, hats and all kinds of cool items to grab for yourself or to give as a gift. We have an amazing lineup of merch inspired by the power of Zen, so check it all out at top10zen.store. You'll be helping out our channel directly while also earning major Zen points. Thanks for watching. See you soon.